Hey, it's day 18 of the 25-day productivity challenge. How are you doing? We only have 1 week left. You can find all the content related to the challenge at 4onemore.com/challenge. Today, we're going to talk about systems for paper clutter because for a lot of people, paper clutter is a huge issue in their homes. Makes them feel chaotic, and then it's going to affect your productivity, because if your desk is piled high with paper, how are you going to sit and get stuff done? Or maybe it's not your desk, maybe it's your kitchen counter, or that little flat surface right near the front door of your home where when you come in with the mail, you just throw it there. The kids come in with papers, they throw it there, never gets dealt with. Magazines come, bills come, it's all mixed up in this paper clutter. So what you need to develop are systems. Now, don't overthink the word system. It's not complicated. It's just, what is the automated workflow for a certain piece of paper so that you don't have to think about it. It goes where it's supposed to go. It doesn't sit on a flat surface for months on end, and then you get to actually deal with it when it's time in your schedule. So here's what I mean. First, you have to figure out what kinds of paper clutter are causing trouble. Is it mainly bills? Is it the kids' paperwork coming in from school? Or maybe you homeschool and it's homeschool paperwork. We'll actually talk about that one tomorrow. But, maybe it is like stuff coming in the mail, just general stuff. Maybe it's newspapers. Like, what is the paper clutter? It's doctor's visits, and then they give you that printout and you don't know what to do with it. What are your paper issues? Once you figure that out, you need a system for each one. So here's an example. If you get a bill in the mail, instead of throwing it on a pile and not really dealing with it, you need a system. Maybe you have a file folder at your command center, wherever that is. It could be your desk, it could be in the kitchen, like wherever your command center is to run your household. Maybe you have a file folder called bills. And when the bills come, you throw them in that folder and you don't think about them until that time on your calendar where you have time blocked out working on paperwork, home, paying bills, and that kind of thing. And so maybe on Thursday afternoon, from I'm just going to make something up. From 6 to 8 is or I said afternoon. So maybe Thursday afternoon from 1 to 3 is your time to work on bills. So you sit down, you pull that folder out, and you just knock them out. You do all the bills, you would do all the, maybe it's all your paperwork time for your running of your household. So maybe if you've needed to set up doctor appointments for the kids, you also write that down on a sticky note and throw it in that file folder. And on your designated time in your schedule, when you're working on that stuff, you pull out the file folder, you have 3 bills to pay, you have 2 sticky notes of doctors you need to call. You're doing it all in a little chunk of time. And because you're just zoned in on that one task, you're not also doing laundry and also cooking. You're not doing all these things. You time blocked and you set aside that time for that priority. You're going to be much more efficient. The paper clutter's not sitting around your house. You're going to actually get stuff done, but you're not going to have to worry about it all weeks and look at the pile that's annoying you all week. You're just going to get it done when you scheduled it. Does that make sense? It's the same for everything. So everything needs its own workflow, its own system. What about receipts? Sometimes receipts can be this huge paper clutter issue in your home. Well, here's what we do. You come up with your own system. But as soon as we walk in the door, we were shopping, we have a receipt. It goes in our designated area. And pretty much that evening, we enter the receipts into YNAB. We use youneedabudget.com to keep all our budgeting. And we enter it. And then, if we need to save that receipt for tax purposes, it goes in the folder for that purpose. And if we need to throw it away, throw it away. But that way, we don't have receipts sitting around the house, wondering where's the receipt for that? I need to return that item. We take care of it right away. You need a system. So I want you to figure out what paper clutter is giving you a headache. What is sitting around your house that it needs a home, it needs a system. Where's it going when it comes in your door? It needs a workflow. Take the mental energy out of it. Make a workflow. And then tell all the members of your family in case they're involved in the paper clutter. Your kids might be bringing home paperwork related to clubs and activities they're in. You need a place for that. Command Central. You deal with it once a week. You put it on the calendar and then you throw away the paper. Whatever your system is, put it into place and you're going to be more productive. Join us again tomorrow. Find all the information related to the challenge at 4onemore.com/challenge. Now it's your turn to take action and develop some systems for your paper clutter.